Yeah, we've got this MacBook here. It's a 2011. It's in really good condition. Look at that. Chinese students always look after things, don't they? Pretty much. And so this comes with a charge as well. This is a 2011. This is almost 8-9 years old. $400 Australian. What's that in US? $400 Australians, maybe $300 US, a bit over that. We've also got this. I got this for $120 Australian. And so that's a terabyte, 2 terabyte. And we're going to put that in here. I'll show you how password. So this is the stats. It's a 2.2 gigahertz i7. It's got 4 gig of RAM. It's got a Radeon graphics. It's got a dual graphics card there. So quite a good thing. We'll put some, I'm going to get some RAM on there. I saw Facebook Marketplace had some RAM for 16 gig of RAM for about 50, 60 bucks Aussie. There's deals out there. We're going to shut it down and we're going to pull it apart because we're going to put in this SSD. So we're going to quit. And so this is going to need a pentalobe 5, I reckon, and we're going to do that. Alright, I might have to do a little jump cut here while I find this screw. I've done the screws, put them in here. There's a couple of screws missing. That's alright. I'm going to lift this up. Boom. It's pretty clean in there. Give that a bit of a clean. And these fans here, you get a bit of close up in here, get your little hands down there. We're going to disable this battery and unplug it. Always unplug the battery when you're working these bad boys. And we're going to unplug it just like this. Like this. Boom. Alright, so that's the battery unplugged. Here we have the RAM, and to change out your RAM you just spread the cheeks, pull it out. So this is DDR3 RAM, and it is make sure you get 1.5 volt when you do swap it out. We've got some 2 gigs in here, but we'll put that back in that's for another little project. So push it in, push it down, cheeks back in. Good to go. Now this is the bad boy we're going to be removing today. This is the spinning hard drive, the slug. Surprisingly they even use these things. They were very, very slow. So it's just a matter of removing the screws and pulling it all out. Alright, we'll tune out for a bit and we'll come back when we've undone the screws and pulled this bad boy out. Alright, so I was going about the wrong thing. This is not the one we're removing. This is what we're removing here. So I just had a bit of a flashback. So I've just undone these 2 bolts here. We're going to pull this little bad boy out, and it is hooked up to this little ribbon. So we're just going to gently, boom, pop it out like that, and then we're going to remove these little bolts here, 4 little bolts, and we're going to put them in here. That will just help them sit in there. You don't really need these bolts, but it will just hold it in place. All right, we'll be back in a second. These 4 screws, and that's what I love about these 2011 MacBooks. They're just like, you know. I love them, man. You can put more RAM in there, and then the parts are so cheap. I mean, if you smash a logic board or you crack a screen, you're getting basically a Maxilla for 500 US. Versus
I'm out buying one in 2020.
Well, if I had to, let's say I'm putting a 2 terabyte in this and 16 gig of RAM. If I wanted that in 2020, 15-inch, it's going to be costing me, probably about $5,000-6,000 Australian, or even more. So this is a lot lighter. It's the old semi. And so 2 terabytes to 5. These are, these are better than nothing, but these are quite slow if you're using it for editing, etc., which we use it for. So this is what I love about these things. You're just reusing old parts. These, these Samsung 860 Evos are fantastic, and they're super cheap now, secondhand, because people just, they're not much use for them. So that's what I love about this tech. Is it's so pragmatic. If you bust. The new Macs, they're designed that you basically got to throw them out almost if you bust the SSD in it. It's the whole enchilada. But with these, if you bust an SSD, just chuck a new one in that you got from Facebook Marketplace for $100 for 2 terabyte. The read and write speeds aren't as sexy, but they're still definitely sufficient to be a professional YouTuber. This is basically for professional YouTuber. If you work for Hollywood, Might not be as fast as you want it, but if you want to be a professional YouTuber, make millions of dollars on YouTube, then this is definitely going to be sufficiently fantastic for you to do that. Alright, we've got the last screw in here, and let's give it a nip up. So yeah, this, you know, I could have paid someone $100 or $50 to do this, or I can just watch a YouTube tutorial, learn how to do it, and then we're going to slip it in, just like that. I haven't done this a few times, so a bit rusty. There's a bit of cat action going on behind us here.
Come a sec.
Go and film the cats for a second. I'll do this. Give us an update. And then alright, so then we're gonna put this little then we're going to put this little, just to lock it in place, there's like this little bar here. So we'll put that back in there. Looks nice, doesn't it? And then, so I'm going to get some RAM. I'm going to put 16 gig of RAM in there. If you do a lot of editing and stuff, RAM just helps export, render a bit faster. And these days, DDR3 RAM is so cheap. Make sure it's 1.5 volt, 1.5 volt as well. Alright, if you get RAM, get 1.5 volt. And so we've knit that up. Boom, we've got SSD in this bad boy. I'm going to put the, I'm actually going to, in another video, one other time, I'm going to put these, pull these fans out. There's a bit of dust in there. These are really important to keep clean. So I'm just going to take them off. There's a couple of screws there. Lift them out, flick them out the dust. So I'll just put this case in the back here, just as a temporary, put the battery on. Don't always take these out of your things. Put the battery back in, plug it in, make sure we've got no, it's all tightened up, very good. And then we're gonna, I like this sort of satisfaction, you know, just doing things yourself. You want something done right, do it yourself. Put this bad boy on, see if this works. There should be an OS on this. If not, we'll have to download an OS and put it on there, and we'll see how we go. But anyway, that's the SSD, how to install it, and these computers are so cheap. There are heaps of them out there, especially in Australia. They sell for pennies, and this one's in very good condition. Maybe I have to put an OS on this, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, that's the video. We'll get it running, and we'll do a recap. Thanks for watching. We pause it for another 20 seconds, then this screen starts up. Little cats here are getting all rambunctious. Here we go. Alright, looks like we're on a winner. A little pussy cat. So yeah, there we go. That's
important to us.
There we go. The cat's checking it out.
Good sense.
The broiler cat. Smell got some Chinese cooking on there. Some Chinese vegan food. Looks like that's the, wow. So I had the OS X on this, and now it's just ready to roll. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm gonna log in and see if this works. Look at that. We are rocking and rolling. Rocking and rolling. So now we'll go over here. And it just does feel very fast. Let's see how fast this comes up. Yeah, it's pretty quick. Storage. You know, we've got like all that. Yeah, so we've got 2 terabytes here. We've got 820. This is, yeah, that's where it's at, baby. That's where it's at. Let's see how fast it runs apps on it. Might be a bit slow to start up to start with. Here we go. So we just got to do all this faffing around, but that's all right. That's how you do it. A Maxzilla for a few $100 USD.
Open it.
I will open it. These MacBooks, seriously, fantastic value. Chinese student MacBooks are always immaculate condition. Look at that. Yeah. I'm going to have more scratches on this in the next week than this has had in the last 8 or 9 years. Beautiful product. You know, put that RAM, I'm going to find some RAM on Facebook Marketplace. In the meantime, I've got the SSD in there. Oh, 2 faces in one. Wow. Don't even need retina screen. You know, just give it a bit of a clean. Let's put my greasy fingerprints on there. Put a little screen protect on there. Beautiful. So I just wanted to show you, going out there, you don't need high-tech stuff. I mean, this is high-tech, I guess, you know. But it's 2011. I love using the old product. It's just the new MacBooks, the butterfly keyboard, the scissor keyboard, that had all these issues with it, you know. This is what I've learned, all right. Computers have gotten so good, bicycles have gotten so good. You can't get better with the next generation, really. I mean, some of the faster processors, we've got ARM coming out. Yeah, maybe, but how durable is it going to be? The 16-inch MacBook, the new one that's coming out with the ARM processor, how durable is it going to be? You know? How durable is it going to be? We're going to have all these, you know, like, so it's tough. And I have empathy for the engineers. It's not just about trashing new stuff, but it's like, you know, it's been tough because your job as engineers to make something better. And like, but it's already so good, how do we make it better? Let's make it different or better. And then if it might be better for a bit, but is it as durable? Right? So for me, better, best, you know, good, great, better, best. For me, best is durability and effective. Something that's dependable and good enough. That's all I need. I don't need the latest stuff. There you go. That's the deal there. MacBook, incredible. Oh man, these are the best. These are the heritage MacBooks. You bust RAM, put them in there yourself. Bust a hard drive, put it in there yourself. You know, like and the parts are so easy to install and cheap, and we can recycle stuff. It's fantastic. When the new MacBook comes out, I will go and buy one just for the video and then take it back. Maybe if it's good, I'll keep it. I probably won't keep it because it won't be $7,000 as good as this. Anyway, that's the deal there. MacBooks for the win. It's so cheap, easy to fix, PC style. And I use iMovie. I don't even use Final Cut Pro. You know, I used to use Final Cut Pro. iMovie is way faster, way better.